today coming to you from Gurgaon. The reason we are doing so because on the 5th of July, there's a major event by the Education Department here in Haryana in collaboration with the HRD Ministry of the Government of India, where they're relaunching and redoing the syllabus here in Haryana. Redoing the syllabus has happened in many states, including Gujarat and Maharashtra. But what's key really is that here in Haryana, they're saying they want to include a lot of religious texts from all faiths into textbooks because they say that one of the planks that they won this election on was moral education. So we'll be speaking to experts, we'll also be speaking to school principals, parents association about what it means to them. But first, I spoke to the State Education Minister Ram Vilas Sharma. I started by asking him why they needed to change the syllabus here in Haryana.
Madam, it was our previous record also. Shiksha, Sanskar, Sanskriti. This is a part and parcel of our ideological commitments. And when we got in power in 2014, October, we announced in Kurukshetra that the moral education we are trying to ये जो व्यक्ति निर्माण का काम है, एजुकेशन जो शिक्षा जो है, ये मैन बिल्डिंग, इट इज ए मटेरियल. And we have introduced Gita in the syllabus, Quran in the syllabus, all जो आस्थाएं हैं, जो सब धर्मों में से जो व्यक्ति निर्माण में मदद करने वाले जो तत्व हैं, उन सबको हमने इसमें इनकॉर्पोरेट किया है.
So sir, is it only for government schools or all for all Haryana schools?
नहीं, ये हमारा जो राजकीय विद्यालय हैं, हमने अपने उनके लिए पाठ्यक्रम बनाया है, परंतु बहुत से इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड के स्कूल हैं, पाथवे है और हैं, वो लोग भी फिक्की नाम से एक संस्था उन्होंने बना रखी है. उन्होंने मेरे से संपर्क किया कि हम भी ये जो सारी बातें हैं, इसमें किसी के नेगेटिव कुछ नहीं है. ये तो जो शिक्षा, संस्कार, संस्कृति, लोग इसीलिए हिंदुस्तान में आते हैं क्योंकि ये धरती प्राचीन सभ्यता की धरती है और इसको मुझे लगता है कि वो सब भी इसको स्वीकार करेंगे.
रामविलास जी, ये कहा जा रहा है कि एक जो चेंज आप लोगों ने लाया है कि एक किताब में गौरव गाथा करके कोई चैप्टर है जिसमें पहले देवीलाल जी के बारे में, चौधरी रणबीर हुडा के बारे में था, उनको हटा दिया गया है और उनकी जगह वीर सावरकर और बच्चों को वीर सावरकर और एसपी मुखर्जी के बारे में पढ़ाया जाएगा. क्या ये सच है?
नहीं मैडम, वो हटा नहीं दिया गया है. जो हरियाणा के लोगों ने आज़ादी की लड़ाई लड़ी, उसमें चौधरी रणवीर सिंह स्वतंत्रता सेनानी है, चौधरी देवीलाल स्वतंत्रता सेनानी है, पंडित नेकीराम शर्मा स्वतंत्रता सेनानी है, राव तुलाराम स्वतंत्रता सेनानी है, राव कृष्ण गोपाल स्वतंत्रता सेनानी है, पंडित श्रीराम शर्मा स्वतंत्रता सेनानी है, दीनबंधु छोटूराम स्वतंत्रता सेनानी रहे. इन सब लोगों को पहले 2-3 आदमी के नाम थे. हमने आज़ादी की लड़ाई हरियाणा में ऐसे ये एक अलग से एक पुस्तिका बना दी है जिसमें उस समय के सभी स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों को जोड़ा है.
तो सर, जो लोग ये कहते हैं कि ये आरएसएस का एजेंडा है या सैफ्रनाइजेशन है, तो आप उनको क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, वैसे तो मैडम भगवा कोई बुरी बात नहीं है. भारत का जो राष्ट्रीय ध्वज है, तिरंगा है, उसमें सबसे ऊंची पट्टी भगवा है. भगवान भास्कर जब सुबह उदय होते हैं सूरज ये, तो उनकी किरणें भगवा होती है. संत की वेशभूषा भगवा है. ये खामखा कुछ लोगों को एक एलर्जी की बात है। भगवा कोई बुरी बात नहीं है और आरएसएस का एजेंडा नहीं है। आज़ादी की लड़ाई जो है वो आरएसएस का एजेंडा थोड़ी है। अब जो लोग आज़ादी की लड़ाई में लड़े हैं, जो शहीद हुए हैं, उनको यदि आरएसएस मान सम्मान देता है तो क्या बुराई है। पहले था ये आरएसएस की बात जो कह करके कुछ लोग भ्रमित करते थे। आज तो देश का यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी संघ का स्वयंसेवक है। हमारा हरियाणा का मुख्यमंत्री श्री मनोहर लाल संघ के स्वयंसेवक हैं। मैं संघ का स्वयंसेवक हूं और संघ इस समय पूरी दुनिया की जो स्वयंसेवी संस्थाएं हैं, 3 साल पहले यूपीएससी के पेपर में सवाल आया था 8 नंबर का कि विच इज द बिगेस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन दिस फील्ड, जो आरएसएस लिख दिया वो बच्चे आज आईएएस आईपीएस हो गए हैं।
Right, Ramvilas Sharma there, the Education Minister, speaking to NDTV about the new education syllabus here in Haryana. Let's get reactions on that. That's going to be inaugurated on the 5th of July. The question that we are asking is, should religious texts feature in school books? Anita Makkar, principal and from the HTFC schools here in Gurgaon. You are CBSE. You're not really affected by this. But I wanted to ask you, what do you think of the fact that if religious texts from all religions, if they feature in school books, is that a good thing? Would you welcome it?
Yes, there is. I don't think, I don't find any reason not to welcome it, because it's very important for our children also to know about all the faiths and all the religions. If it is a balanced approach, there is no harm, and let the children also know our legacy as well. And if they put all the freedom fighters in that textbook, it's all the more better. The children, they should know the history of our country. But at the same time, I would like to emphasize on the fact that this should not be the only focus point of change in the syllabus and the curriculum. Curriculum has to be dynamic,
Right.
in a way that, because right now we have to go from reproducing in the answer sheets to inventing and to creating.
Yes.
So the more focus has to be on the teaching of science, technology, languages and liberal arts as well.
Yes, sure. I wanted to get a parent's perspective, and RK, your group represents what, the Parents Association here in Haryana. What do you make of the changes? Is it welcome, especially because tomorrow it starts off?
Actually, I am from Haryana Abhivak Ekta Manch. And as far as the syllabus is concerned, as Mrs. Makkar has already stated, that along with the religious teachings, there is no harm in teaching the religions, but we must tell what is the temple, what is the church. We must tell the children about all the religions, so they should know.
They're saying they're teaching all religions.
So there is no harm in that if you are teaching something. And as far as that moral education is concerned, I feel that is must in all the schools. And I feel that one chapter or rather a subject should be introduced, because I find that now young generations, they are not having any moral
But what
values.
about the change of,
Change of syllabus is concerned, it is not to be changed every now and then, because it is affecting the children's. Why we can't introduce the this NCERT books?
Why not NCERT books? Okay.
I find that every private school, they are changing the syllabus or books after every year.
That is very interesting.
Why it is required?
So is it fair, the talking point really is it fair to change syllabus with change of government? Rakesh Sinha is there from the RSS, is with us. Also Professor Rizwan Kaiser, who's from the history department, head of the history department in Jamia University. Rakesh Sinha, is that fair? You heard the parents, they welcome this kind of dynamic thing, but does it have to happen with change of government?
I think this is a constructive change. Why do I say? Because till now we read the history of Indian freedom movement, and the local history the initiative of the local people, sacrifices of the local heroes were missing in the history. For the first time, due to your program, I could see the history book of Haryana, and I found it is a tremendous role of Haryana in the national freedom movement. Just like in Hisar, Gurgaon, Hasi, Rohtak, people participated in 1857, in 1942, during civil disobedience. I am giving one example. In Mewat, Sarfuddin and Sahadat Khan, Saruddin Hassan Ali, all three led the movement, and it was they were the headache for the British army and the British administration. So if this is the saffronization, then I think this saffronization is coinciding with Indianization as well as decolonization of the Indian history. Second aspect I am giving very important dimension which has been raised always about Syama Prasad Mukherjee's inclusion in the moral history. I am completing. Syama Prasad Mukherjee was one person, besides being the first industry minister in Nehru cabinet and other things. His martyrdom is after independence, peacetime martyrdom. This is very important. When you are excited, when there is a war time, when there is a struggle against the colonialism, the martyrdom is an exciting thing. It is a great sacrifice. But during the peace time, someone is sacrificing his life. This is a great moral lesson for the people and the new coming generation.
Professor Kaiser, would you agree with that? Because when we asked Ram Vilas ji about the change, the education minister about the change, he said that they had to. It's not a change; it's a correction because that local chapter had people like Devi Lal, but it didn't have the other heroes. It didn't have anything about S.P. Mukherjee. It didn't have anything about Veer Savarkar. So is that fair to update and make changes to the syllabus about that? Or is it very political?
2-3 things should be taken as cardinal principle in the realm of education. Number one, entire education system should be kept outside the pale of politics, irrespective of whether it is BJP or Congress and whatever. Entire education should only be in the hands of educationists and let them take a call as to what's been there in the syllabus and what not. Here I would agree with other panelists that fine, like emphasizing local history is important in order to know who all were the leaders and contributed to the making of India's struggle for independence. But other things, Sabhyata, Sanskriti, manner in which it is likely to be taught in Haryana and elsewhere. Let us also accept the fact that Sabhyata and Sanskriti, if taught uncritically, can also produce very, very undesirable consequences. Say, for instance, in the name of Sabhyata and Sanskriti, what many of these people will have to say about the caste practices. Unfortunately, Haryana has been a place where Dalits been subjected to terrible atrocities. Will that be part of our Sabhyata or Sanskriti? Manner in which we have treated our women over the years and centuries, will that be part of our Sanskriti? Each time seeking domination, male domination over women, that has been unfortunately part of our Sanskriti. Should that also continue to be part of our Sanskriti? Or alternately, there is an opportunity to provide critical understanding about what has been in practice historically. So there are two sides of it that we got to look at it in distinct boxes.